everybody, welcome back to another video. It's your boy AZW here, and today we're going to be talking about my crazy neighbor who tried to shoot my dogs. Before we get into it, like and subscribe for a cookie. Santa said he has a little bit too much this year, and anyone who likes and subscribes to the channel in the next 5 seconds will get a cookie. No lie, no scam. Alright, so I have a lot to say about this neighbor, but let's start it with this. A little bit of backstory. I live in a middle class community, no one too rich, with some cashmere sweaters and some caviar and golden toilet paper. Just a good, down to earth community. But occasionally we do get a crazy person, and that's pretty much every community. And this person that is this neighbor in the story is a bit of a mix of a Karen and a boomer. If you mix those two together, you have this lady. So yeah. It's the epitome of danger. But basically, this lady, we had a few encounters with her, and she seemed to be mentally unstable. I don't know, maybe it's because she was getting old or whatever, but she seemed a little bit interesting. So I'm going to tell you about those encounters today. The first time I encountered this lady was when I was playing outside with my neighbors. For a little bit of context, my neighbors, both girls, and at the time, they were both 9 and I was 9. Okay? So, yeah, she comes up to us. She starts talking to us. We have no idea who she is. We haven't met her at this point. None of our parents have met her, which is kind of weird. Don't go up to random kids and start talking to them if you haven't introduced yourself to their parents yet. That's just weird. Okay? That's really weird. She lived in the small 3 rental houses next to us. So she wasn't really in the circle of like all the people that knew each other. But yeah, she just comes up to us and she's like, "Oh, what are you guys playing?" And we're like, "Oh, we're playing volleyball and we play a little bit of tag," and talking to her, making some normal conversation with a old lady. And she's like, "Oh, how's school?" Which is like, okay, I get if it's like a family friend being like, "Oh, how is your school going?" But like if it's like a random lady coming up to you and being like, "How's your school going?" That's kind of weird. But we're like, yeah, we're learning about division and multiplication and stuff. I forgot what I learned when I was 9. To be honest, I totally forgot what I learned when I was 9. Teachers, oh no, you guys must have not been doing a very good job when I was 9. But, she then says that my neighbor was very sexy, which then she says that my neighbor is also going to get a lot of boyfriends, which is like, ooh, no. It's weird enough that you're making conversation with small children without talking to their parents, but to say that one of the childs is sexy, oh, that reminds me of R. Kelly, and him saying that to some kids did not end up well for him. So, lady, take a step back, okay? Chill, think about what you're saying, and then don't say it. Walk 20 feet back, up your stairs, back into your house, sit on your couch and watch some TV, and never talk to kids again. Maybe just stay in your house forever. I don't know. Those are some possible solutions. But, no, that's not what she decided to do. And by the title of this video, you can tell that this was not the craziest thing that has happened from her. And, okay, let's get into what happened next. Another day, she sees my dad, okay? And she says, "Oh," staring at his green eyes, and goes, "You have alien eyes." Which, okay, alright. Where I come from, saying someone has alien eyes, not a normal thing to do. It's not like you just go on the street and you're like, "Wow, I that guy over there, I love your bear eyes," and they're like, "Wow, thanks. My mom used to tell me I have bear eyes." It's like, that guy kind of has some snail eyes. It's like, yeah, but he's kind of sensitive about it. Don't tell him about his snail eyes. But like, come on, that's not a normal thing. I don't know. Maybe in some places in the world, saying someone has alien eyes, that's normal. But no, that seems really weird. That seems like a really weird thing to say. So, yeah, my dad just kind of shrugs it off, doesn't really say much, kind of confused about it. And then the lady starts scolding him. She's like, "Your dogs, they bark at night, and it's really getting into my sleep. I need to become the most spectacular boomer to ever exist. And she's just like going off at him. She's like, yeah, I need my sleep. I have to sit on my couch, watch TV all day, and your dogs are barking, and it's irritating me. And my dad is like staying calm. He's like, I'm sorry, I try and trust them when I can. I really can't do anything about it. I'm not telling them to bark at you. And she's like, well, you need to shush them more often. You have to be there. They're your dogs. They're your responsibility. And then she's like, you know what? I can help you. I'll shoot them for you. I'll shoot the dogs. And my dad's like, obviously confused. Like, what? Wait, what? She's gonna shoot my dogs? What do you mean you're gonna shoot my dogs? And she's like, I've done it to other people's dogs before. It's no big deal. I can shoot your dogs for you. I do it all the time. I shoot people's dogs. It's fine. I'll shoot your dogs. And my dad's like, no, don't shoot my dogs. Please don't do that. I don't think that's a good idea. He comes upstairs, tells me about it. I start laughing hysterically. He starts laughing. We're like, okay, she had to have been talking about like some kind of water gun, a super soaker, maybe a squirt ball or something. Like, no big deal. There's no way this lady just has, like, a Glock 17 and is like, I'm gonna get you, darn dogs. Like, there's no way, right? That's what me and my dad are thinking. No way. I mean, it's not possible that she is trying to shoot my dogs. There's no way she's gonna do that. That just doesn't make sense. And we're like, blow it off. No big deal. Move on. So we move on. And, a few days later, they're barking again that night. My dad shushes them a few times. They stop. 10 minutes later, they start barking. You know, just one of those. And she comes to him the next morning and she's like, with a BB gun. And she's like, yeah, I still have this. Offer's open. I can shoot the dogs for you. They were barking last night. It's irritating me. I'm trying to get my rest. I can shoot them for you. And my dad is like, oh, so she's not talking about a water gun. And he's like, no, please don't shoot my dogs. No, I don't want you to shoot my dogs. That's a terrible idea. Please don't shoot my dogs. Because shooting dogs is not something that, as an owner, I want my dogs to be shot. No, I don't want that. Please don't shoot my dogs. Please don't shoot them. And at one point, she did try and shoot them once, but she caught herself and decided not to do that. She ended up not being a big fan by the neighbors because she's making moves on some 9-year-old girls and trying to shoot people's dogs. So that's not exactly something that neighbors like. It's not really a normal trait. So after a few months of her not really being talked to by the neighbors, people not inviting her to stuff, parties, neighborhood parties, she would never be invited. She just didn't want to live there anymore and moved away. Which, people not liking her, that's a big surprise. I thought she was going to be the celebrity of the neighborhood. I thought everyone was going to love her because she seemed like a real joy with all the stuff she did. So that's just how the apple falls sometimes. And that's the story of my crazy neighbor who tried to shoot my dogs. If you liked this video, please like the video and subscribe. I really need it. It would really help. I love all of you, and I hope that you watch my next video. Thank you all for being here. I'm AZW, and I'm out. Also, sorry if the audio wasn't as good as normal. I'm a little bit sick right now, and my voice is kind of not as good as normal, so sorry about that. I still hope everyone enjoyed. I tried really hard to make this video, so thank you all for watching, and I love having you guys here. Thank you.